Nick Fury called Captain Marvel in Avengers Infinity War because he knows exactly how the endgame will play out. Avengers Infinity War is finally available on Blu-ray and digital HD, and that means there's a Hulk-sized amount of new fan theories popping up. The latest one centers on one of Earth's mightiest heroes who isn't actually on Earth at all. Captain Marvel. Played by Brie Larson, Captain Marvel's a seriously heavy hitter and could be the key to helping the remaining members of the Avengers defeat Thanos and undo Infinity War's huge oh snap moment. But to get into why this is such a big deal, we're gonna have to venture deep into spoiler territory, so if you haven't seen Avengers Infinity War and don't want to know anything about Avengers 4 or the Captain Marvel movie, well, now's the time to turn into dust and basically stop existing. Well, at least until this video's over. I don't want to ruin your weekend. At the end of Infinity War, Thanos turns half of all life in the universe to dust with a single snap. In the film's post-credit scene, no amount of life model decoy could save Nick Fury's skin from the same fate. The Snapture claimed both him and Maria Hill and turned them to dust. But before Nick Fury went out, he managed to find a mysterious pager and sent a signal across the cosmos to none other than Captain Marvel. Now, the question that one fan theory is asking is, why? Well, according to Redditor SJVKRGR1, it's because Nick Fury knew a moment like this was coming, and in classic Nick Fury fashion, he was prepared for it. The theory claims that when Nick Fury gets dusted, he doesn't look scared, but rather, he looks annoyed yet confident in what he has to do next. Without missing a single beat, Fury immediately goes for the pager, an act that he's seemingly prepared for in case of such an emergency. In Age of Ultron, Fury told Tony Stark, "I'm not the director of anybody, I'm just an old man who cares very much about you." To which Tony replied,
"And I'm the man who killed the Avengers." I saw it. I didn't tell the team. How could I? So I'm all dead, Nick. Felt it. The whole world too.
Fury seems curious when Tony says this and tries to assuage his fears, but Tony insists that he was shown these events, saying that it was
the end of the path I started us on.
Now, the scene concludes with Tony lamenting that watching his friends die wasn't the worst part.
The worst part is that you didn't.
Now, it's easy to assume that they're talking about the impending Ultron situation here and that crazed Robert California murderbot is gonna slaughter all of Tony's friends. But here's where the fan theory gets wild. This isn't a vision of what Ultron will do, it's a vision of what Thanos will ultimately do all the way in Infinity War to some degree. And this isn't the first time that Fury's heard of a situation like this. The theory concludes that either Nick Fury somehow knows that Iron Man is the key to saving the universe, or he's seen a snapping before, and that's the reason why he's gone out of his way time and time again to protect Tony Stark.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to exit the donut.
So why didn't Nick Fury call in Captain Marvel sooner? Well, simply put, she wasn't needed yet. She's the biggest gun they have, and they have some seriously big guns. Another Redditor, Usagi-Yo, added that what Fury uses isn't just a regular pager, it's a way of contacting someone who's outside of the time stream, and maybe that's where Captain Marvel is. Maybe she's trapped in the past, or she's hiding outside of time itself in anticipation of Thanos' rise to power. With the revelation of time vortexes in the quantum realm and Ant-Man and the Wasp, this could explain not only some of the Avengers 4 set photos flying around, but also how the Avengers will link up with Carol Danvers to defeat that giant CrossFit California raisin. Now, this could also play into the idea that Doctor Strange used the Time Stone during his encounter with Thanos on Titan, so he could go back in time and warn Nick Fury and/or Captain Marvel about what's to come, and also why Tony himself is of critical importance. It would also help explain why Stephen Strange was on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s list of notable individuals back in The Winter Soldier.
Bruce Banner, Stephen Strange, anyone who's a threat.
For more on that theory, though, use your own time zone and check out last week's Nerdist News Edition. But what do you think? Do you think that Nick Fury knew the Snapture was gonna happen? Do you think that Captain Marvel actually is not on this Earth or maybe outside of time itself? Let's discuss. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and share this video, tag the people that you'd page in an emergency, and until the next time that you need to use a Radio Shack relic to save the universe, stay tuned to Nerdist.com.
Oh no. Well done.